Hey everybody, this is Jannik from Wisdom from North. I'm at this beautiful place next to where I live, and I just biked out here and looking at the water. It inspires me so much to be with the water. And I wanted to speak about being the star in our own lives when it comes to dating. Like, are you aware that you're the star in your own life and the main character in your own movie and the main character in your own book? It's just we tend to forget that, not just in romantic relationships or dating, which I'm going to speak about today, but also in life in general, caring so much about what other people think. And it's just so part of us, and it comes from our reptile brain that wanted to protect us thousands of years ago when it was really dangerous to be kicked outside of the group, right? We needed the group to survive. So that is still playing in us, and it's so natural. It's just so important to spot it and become aware of it. And in dating situations, I find this really interesting because I've seen this with friends, in myself, especially in women, but that might be because I'm a woman and I talk to a lot of women. But I've seen that in dating situations, often in the beginning of the dating, women are very concerned about what the guy thinks about them. Like, even before they have gotten to know the guy, it's like, what does he feel about me? Does he like me? Am I pretty enough? Am I sexy enough? Why hasn't he written me yet? I haven't heard from him in 2 days. Maybe I said something wrong. And we hardly know the guy. So in many ways, we are playing tennis and we care more about, like, if he is playing the forehand right, or how he plays, rather than how we are playing, how our serve is, how our volley is, how our backhand is. And that is actually what we should care about. It's our play. It is our game. Our life is our game. Life is a game. In many ways it is. But what tends to happen is that we don't get to actually feel or know what we feel about the person because we care so much about what they feel about us. So we're projecting actually all our energy over to that person. And what happens actually is that then there's not flow in the energy. It's not flow in the process. It's not evolving naturally and organically. Like, life is about risks and the unknown, right? Like, I think in dating situations, we so often just want to know how it's going to end because we cannot stand being in that unknown, right? How is this going to end? Because of course we don't want to get hurt. We want to protect ourselves. And that's, I think, the main reason why we want to know, what does he feel about me? What does she feel about me? Because we want to protect our hearts. And life is for the brave ones, isn't it? We are the heroes in our own lives. So love is a risk. Love is a risk, and we might get hurt. And dating is that number one arena, I feel like, for the greatest, most accelerated inner growth you can have. When we're dating, we're learning so much about ourselves, right? So my tip is, and I'm rehearsing this, and it really helps. It really helps. Helps the dating process be much more smooth and fun and nice, even though we might not end up with our soul partner or that it turns into a relationship. You have a much more wonderful process. So my tip is, whenever you feel you're moving over to the other side of the tennis court, you're jumping over the net and you're asking that person, oh, you know, how are you playing your forehand or backhand? Then move back to your side of the net and ask yourself, how do I feel around this person? How does he fit into my life? Is this right for me? I want to get him to know him better. I'm going to give myself time to get to know this person and then see how I feel about her or him. Go back to yourself, go back to yourself, go back to yourself, go back to yourself. Every time you catch yourself, why is she not writing? Why is he not writing? Go back to yourself. What do I feel when he is not writing in 5 days? Is that something I want? Is that good enough for me? Instead of, oh, he's not writing, he must not like me. Maybe I should write to him and let him know that I'm very, 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 very interested. Do you get me? And I'm making a bit fun of myself here, because I used to be very like that. Wow, I really had a lot of desperate energy back in when I was dating, especially 10 years ago. Yeah, desperate energy. And what's interesting was that, obviously it didn't turn into a relationship, but what's interesting is that today, when I'm looking at those relationships that didn't pan out, in a sense, those dating situations that didn't turn into a relationship, where I was very concerned about what they felt about me, when I look back at those guys, like today, they're not, I would have said no to them. Like, I now see that they were totally wrong for me. Those guys, totally wrong. But I didn't see that at that time because I was so concerned about what they felt about me. I didn't get to that point where I could actually give myself space to feel, what do I feel about them? Isn't that interesting? So in dating and in life in general, we care so much about what other people think and not what we think, what we feel. What do you feel? We have to remember that we are the stars in our own lives. My next tip when it comes to dating, not that I'm a dating expert or anything, I'm just sharing from my own experience what has helped me. That is, okay, yes, we want to find our soulmates. I want to find my soulmate. I want to have a beautiful partnership, and I know what I want and I know how I want to feel in a relationship, so I'm very clear about that. That's another tip, by the way. It's really to get clear on how you want to feel in life. What is those values? You can pick like 3 to 5 values that you want in a relationship, like I want joy, I want freedom, passion, whatever it is. And then start to feel like that way already in your life. Like, not, now I'm jumping a bit, but this is important, not moving into that lack of, I don't have this, I don't have joy, I don't have romance, I don't have passion, but actually moving into that feeling that you have it already through gratefulness. Being gratefulness for what you have in your life and cultivate those feelings that you actually want to experience in a relationship. That is actually, I think, the fastest way to attract a beautiful relationship. It's not super easy though. It's just a practice. You just have to remind yourself of, okay, where is my focus now? Is it on what I lack, that I don't have a partner in my life, or is it on what I already have? So to get clear on the feelings you want to feel in a relationship, to start to cultivate them already and do it with gratefulness, like feeling it's already there. That's a great way, I believe, to manifest actually a beautiful relationship, because all of a sudden it is in your life. Because you're kind of saying to the universe that, hey, this is what I have. I have joy, I have passion, I have freedom, I have romance, I have, I don't know, whatever it is that you really want to feel. Then that's what the universe will give you. Because that is the law of vibration. One of the universal laws, that's the frequency you put out, and that's what you will get back. Also the law of attraction. But back to my actual tip that I was going to speak about. That was go into a relationship. This has helped me. I don't know if it helps you, but it has helped me. Going into like a dating situation with a mindset that I'm going to learn here. I'm going to grow. This is a great opportunity for me to grow. Because we always grow when we're in a dating situation, or even just meeting new friends. So going into with that attitude, like, okay, so now I attracted this guy or this girl. What was the match here? And matches means mirroring. So what is that person mirroring in me? So you can start to get to know yourself better. Why was I so immediately attracted to this person? What does this person have that I also have in myself? And that can be so-called, it can be like traumas that you share, it can be emotions that you share, and it can be positive sides of you that other person mirrors in you. Like I remember I was instantly attracted to this other guy a while ago, and he had been going through something really difficult, and at that time I was going through something really difficult, and I think that actually he was mirroring that sorrow that I had in myself that I needed to acknowledge. So it can be something about that, or it can be actually that he's mirroring sides of yourself that you really love, that you really actually like about yourself, and then you fall in love with that person because you actually fall a bit more in love with yourself as well. So life is a mirror, right? I believe that life is a mirror. So you can learn about yourself, what's going on in yourself. You can learn about patterns you've had your whole life by noticing what comes up in you when you are starting to cultivate some emotions for a person. What comes up within you? Or you're just dating and think you have feelings, but it's actually just projections and it's not feelings. So I hope this was helpful. And just the last thing I want to mention as well, this is not just about dating, and it's not just about dating. It's actually to take the power back. It's about taking the power back. And in society in general, not caring so much what other people think about you. You are good enough. You're more than good enough. Life is for you. It's not that, if a relationship failed, you did something wrong or you weren't good enough for him or her. It's not that. Life is you. The universe is you experiencing itself through you. And it's for you. It's for you all the time. So everything that happens is for your growth. You can't do anything wrong. Everything is just growth and expansion. You just become more of who you are. And if a relationship fails, then you always have a new chance. Maybe it wasn't supposed to last as long. Maybe you were a soulmate who just wanted to give each other an experience of something to grow and expand. So seeing nothing as a failure and everything as for you, that has helped me a lot, and I hope that can help you as well. So to sum up, whenever you feel like you care about what the other person is feeling about you, when you care about that, go back to yourself. What do I feel about that person? And of course, if it's relevant what the other person thinks about you, but it's more about how you're handling that, what is happening within you. That's the focus I want you to have. Not what's happening with the other person, but what's happening within you, that you care about that, because that's what we tend to ignore all the time. And then the second thing is to cultivate those emotions that you really want to feel in that relationship. Cultivate that already. So you're sending out a signal to the universe that you actually are where you want to be. And then it's easier for the universe to just deliver it to you because it matches your vibration. And then the third thing is to go into a dating situation thinking, I'm going to learn about myself, I'm going to grow and expand. And of course, yes, I want a partner, but hey, I'm getting closer to it. Maybe it takes, 5 different dates with 5 different people, or dating many different people. But the universe is for you, and it will bring you what you need to know about yourself so that you can love yourself more and more and more, so you can attract the most beautiful, romantic, committed, lovely relationship that you could ever imagine. Don't settle for less, settle for more. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to put more energy into this channel, so I hope you will appreciate that. So I'm very grateful that you are coming along on this journey. May you shine the light that you are. Bye bye.